15 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, women empowerment is a necessary prerequisite of any society, and the Modi administration has reiterated this simple fact by employing women in positions of power. Their emphasis on women entrepreneurship and financial inclusion for them has led to social progress in the society by challenging the stereotypes and virtues associated with women. The death penalty ordinance for rapists is another step towards ensuring that women are not subject to any violation. The Ujjwala Yojana of the government has provided for a cleaner environment for women by promoting clean LPG gas in rural areas. The flagship program of the Modi government, Swachh Bharat Mission, has also led to the construction of toilets all over the country for women to satisfy their sanitation requirements. The Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao program implemented has been the driving force behind the rise in literacy rates among girls in India and smoothed the path of women led development. Various programs and policies have also been enacted to secure the well being of expectant mothers. In Modi's India, women are developing leadership qualities to enable them to lead India to a new age. Honorable Speaker, sir, high prices cannot be justified in the name of growing economy. India is a growing economy, so it is logical to have high prices or high inflation. I do not agree with it because inflation is a serious thing which needs to be addressed. Earlier, the government used to argue that, that there are certain external factors which are responsible for the inflation. They argued that the international market prices are going up and it has an impact on the inflation rate in India. If we compare the inflation with other developing countries, India is the country which has got the highest rate of inflation. I am talking about the general inflation. I do not want to go into the day to day prices. The common man today in India is spending 70% of his income on food items. Even 1% inflation means an unbearable burden on the common man. In this situation, the government has again hiked the fuel price. If we consider the fuel hike, it was done in the name of ensuring profitability and stability of our oil companies in order to safeguard them from incurring losses. All our oil companies are making profit in the name of under recovery. The fuel hike has been done. The government of India has not been addressing the primary issue of revenue. mobilizing through other means. The easily available method for the government of India is to go for hike in fuel prices, which has made a cascading effect, particularly on the prices of essential commodities meant for common man. In this regard, I can go on giving the data which is available with me. So far as petrol prices are concerned, the government should see how the other countries are faring. The government of India has been hiking the prices in the name of increase in duties. If these components are reduced, we can supply the fuel at affordable price to the common people. We can control the inflation also. Having said this, I must tell the government that the government should have certain long-term strategy and short-term strategy to fight inflation and control the prices. The long-term strategy must be to increase the productivity in agriculture and increase the investments in our agriculture. I heard that the public investments will be stepped up in agriculture. This was the statement made by the government, which was supported by the left parties. I am very happy that the finance minister is sitting here. It was this government which gave a promise that public investments would be stepped up in agriculture. But now we find a pathetic situation in our agriculture sector. When I say this, it is not that I am in any way undermining the efforts made in various fields. But, sir, I find a lacuna in the functioning of the government, and there is an attempt to shift the blame on each other. When it comes to fixing responsibility for price rise and inflation, there is an attempt to shift the blame on one ministry or the other. I would like to refer to the report of the Standing Committee on Finance. It says that there is poor coordination between various central government ministries and departments such as the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Food, Consumer Affairs, and Public Distribution, who is to be held responsible for hike in the price of fuel, who is to be held responsible for hike in the price of fertilizers. Where is the coordination amongst these ministries? You cannot blame one minister for the growing inflation or rising prices. It is the collective responsibility of the government, and I charge the government that it has collectively failed to control inflation. As far as short-term measures are concerned, many times we have stated in the House that the government should seriously consider about the public distribution system. The government should really think of banning the forward trading of essential commodities. It will have to strengthen the Essential Commodities Act. It will have to take its own initiative and encourage state governments to take stringent measures against hoarding and black marketing. It will have to take some concrete measures to dispose of the rotten food grains. Why is it that wheat or other food grains should be allowed to rot in the open space? Finally, sir, I would like to point out one small thing. The government talks in the name of higher growth, but higher growth means accumulation of wealth in the hands of a few and poverty at the other hand. A vast majority of our people are suffering from this unprecedented inequality and disparity. That is why the people are agitated. This government is supporting the corporate sector, the big business houses, and so on. The ruling party may agree with it or not, but that is the impression which is growing strongly in the country.